Hi Scorpio, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Scorpio, this is your love reading or love story starting today on the 28th of May. And I've incorporated the frequency of the number into the reading as a basis for the reading. And we have beautiful numbers today to do so. We have number 2, which is all about conversation, communication in relationships and relationships. And we have number 8, which is the infinity sign. It talks about destiny, it talks about forever, strong manifestational number. And then adding 8 plus 2, we have 10, which is a completion. So you completed something around your love story. So let's see what that is, and let's see what specifically is there for you, Scorpio, for the very near future is what I'm asking about. And I'm using the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue. And I keep saying this, but I want to make it clear that it's not a typical tarot reading because I don't know tarot. I'm only using the images to get my intuition going. That flipped out there, didn't it? Beautiful cards. I'm waiting on one more. Okay, Scorpio, there we go. Oh, you wanted to come out. That was first. Oh, wow. Absolutely gorgeous. So it feels like we have like a start that is more, I wouldn't say past energy, but it's more probably where you're at right now, or what you've been going through or living through right now. Then a bit more into the future. So I mean, I've asked for the very near future, but this is, and typically I just want to bring out the most inspiring, uplifting story around you guys that I can find. And that means that most of the time you're not living that situation, because the situation you're living, you know that yourself. I don't have to sit here and tell you what you're living. But so the first card out is Leap of Faith. It's number 0, which is something has come full circle. So there we have the completion again. Something has come full circle. Something around your love or love story has come full circle. There's no more to add. There's no more catalyst relationships, if you know what I mean by that. I do apologize. The program reverses the images of the cards, and I'm keeping it in for now. And it's a spiritual border. It's a purple border. So it speaks about the spirit, like how you're connected into the universe, how you're open and listening, maybe patiently or impatiently at times, to what's ahead of you, what's in front of you, what is about to come in. I feel like this is you're on a solo journey. So I think for the majority of Scorpios, this is going to be a single reading. I don't pick up all that much about committed, maybe not even separated, but let's see. So you've been asked to sort of to take a leap of faith. I'm drawn to those words. It's number 0. It says leap of faith. Purple border. On the bottom it says believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy. So there's something about maybe feeling a bit discouraged when it comes to love, maybe feeling like you're just never get it right, or you never find that perfect someone, or just the fact that you keep getting disappointed or something like that, that you need some encouragement, you need some faith. So here's the leap of faith. You've been asked to take a leap of faith, to just stick to the faith about this fated, not fading away, but fated relationship that is coming. I see the rest of the cards here, so there's beautiful relationship coming in, but there's like, you needed to go on this solo journey first. You've been traveling alone for quite a while, even though maybe you've been dating, maybe you've had even committed relationships along the way. I'm not saying you haven't. I'm just saying it feels like you still have led a quite solo journey, if that makes sense. even though maybe you've been in relationships, you still have felt quite alone. Maybe not lonely, but still like, no, you're not fully there yet. You feel in the relationships that this isn't the one either for me, even though you're with them, even though you change your status on Facebook, because that seems to be the nail in the coffin, I was gonna say. I don't mean that whatsoever. Maybe a bit of a Freudian slip there. Anywho, there's a dog there with you. You might have a dog, you might not. But the dog for me represents loyalty, friendship, trustworthiness, just that excitement to see somebody over and over again, no matter if it's been 5 minutes or 5 hours that you haven't seen them. It's like that. And there's a lot of butterflies around it. Yes, there's been huge transformation on your part. There's been a transition and transformation on your part still going on, I feel. But this represents for me the butterflies, like the butterfly feeling in your stomach, that being smitten, being in love is too big, because I feel like this person is not here yet, but you might have even started to feel love for everything around you. Walking out in nature and just feel overwhelmingly love. Because it's so beautiful. You don't have to you don't have to feel like you're not in love with life, or in love with other people, or in love with your friends, or in love with your work, or in love with yourself. Best love to have. In order for you to, completely be in love. Of course you can be in love, but in terms of this relationship, I feel like we're at this butterfly stage, and this butterfly stage might not go away from you once you meet this person. Obviously you don't want that to go away, but I mean, even over time, it feels really beautiful. There's something there. It's getting your ducks in a row, getting your things straightened out. Maybe both emotionally and physically, practically. Maybe before meeting this person, you've been a typical single person, and it might not have been the perfect environment to invite somebody into your home. Maybe change something around your home or something like that. Also emotionally, like if you're not ready emotionally to bring somebody into your life, it feels like you've taken care of that as well. You've been taking responsibility lately to sort of work yourself out, if that makes sense. So now we're getting ready. And it's like, you see how it looks like you come down from those stairs. It's like you don't have this huge climb to go up to sort of work it out. It's like you already been at the top, and you're coming down to see somebody now. It's not like you're lowering your energy or lowering your vibration or anything like that. It just feels like it's been downhill lately. It's been easier lately. It hasn't been so uphill. Like you haven't struggled to go up to find the light. You've been the light and you've come down, and apparently you've been working out. Obviously this could be a woman as well. And then guys, we step into this 2 of Raphael, and it's so freaking gorgeous. 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits, don't give up on those you love. So, and on those you love, I feel like this is what I mean, that you do need some encouragement, that don't give up on love. Don't give up on this fated relationship. That I think you have a strong idea in your mind about what it is that you want. You have a strong idea about this relationship, about who your person is. It's almost like you already, excuse me, there's a lot of clearing on my throat here ever since I started the reading. And there might just be some final touches on just completely coming out as yourself. Just completely being yourself, putting your foot down, showing the world who you are, not hiding anything away, not pretending anything. I'm not saying that you're pretending / lying, but maybe not showing fully your true colors of who you are. There's something about that. The last piece of authenticity, something like that. Yeah. So this is all about knowing your person, knowing who they are, and expecting them to come in. And that's probably why you've been disappointed. Not because you're high maintenance, not because you're greedy, not because you have too high standards. This is because you know who your person is. And you might not know them physically. You might not know on an earth plane, this is who it is. You might know who this is, but to most people, I don't think that by name or face you know who they are, but you know their soul, you know their energy. And so when you meet somebody that you maybe get your hopes up about, and you just find it's not them, you're getting a bit disappointed. And it's not like you're getting disappointed that they're not cutting it, or that they're not like living up to your standards. I just think that you're getting disappointed because yet again, oh, there's a sneeze coming about. Yet again, you understand that this is not it. This is not who you're looking for. And that's why you feel a bit disappointed. It's almost like it's coming out of my eyes instead. Okay. This is you guys meeting. This is your person. This is the time where you're not going to be disappointed. You're going to find out it's them. And there's a phoenix rising in the back there that has laid to rest. It's like the hardship has been made. We moved past whatever you needed to move past. There's the completion. There's a full circle. We moved past that. And so now we can put that phoenix rising or dark night of the soul or whatever you want to call it to rest. There's no more climbing uphill. There's no more looking for that person. The internal insights you're never going to get done. You're never going to be a finalized being. There's a continuation, always. So we keep evolving and we keep expanding, obviously, but there is something really ready and really ripe to meet this person now. And we're putting down the phoenix rising to rest because the heaviest things are over. That cycle is over, and we're now stepping into something completely new. So we have 2 of Raphael. So 2 is all about conversation, communication, and relationships. And Raphael comes in to like bring you this healing gift. It's almost like they're a healing gift coming in. Just putting one thing after the other more into place each time you see them. You see how it's like when you touch them, it's like there's almost electricity. It's almost like you're creating little fires touching them. And maybe that has been very physical. I mean, Scorpio, you're quite the sexual being. I get that every single person is to some degree, but Scorpio has a very deep running sexuality. And I think that that might have been a lesson, maybe not for all of you Scorpios, maybe, take whatever resonates with you here. And I'm not judging whatsoever. I'm just saying it feels like some of you have been fighting. Fighting is too strong a word that describes the energy that I feel. You have been struggling or trying to figure out somewhat what is sexual lust and what is love. Because your sexuality runs so deep, everything runs so deep with you, the emotions are so deep, and so is everything else about you. So sometimes I feel like you probably have confused lust for love and love for lust. So maybe not love for lust, but lust for love specifically. And this time around, even though you feel that electricity, even though you feel that almost like a little, that's, the sun is coming through here through the clouds, but it looks like when you're touching each other, there's like a little fire being ignited. And previously to this, you would have felt such a lust for a person. This time around, you feel the electricity, but it's like it's running. For the first time, it's like touching your soul. It's a soul electricity, if that makes sense. I'm not saying that the lust, the attraction physically is not going to be there, probably vice versa, but it's not going to be you're feeling something because you're responding to the lust you feel for this physical person or attraction. You're feeling something because they're touching your soul. There's a deeper connection here. And I think you've longed for that, and I think you won't realize how much you've longed for that until you actually meet this person that ignites that within you. And I think nobody is being worse or better or higher or lower in this. I just think, though, that they're going to bring the understanding of that to you. That's going to be a bigger revelation for you than for them, because they're not as physically focused from the beginning as you were. Take this however it applies in your life, and like, be truthful about it. I'm not judging here. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying sometimes the physical attraction has weighed higher than the actual connection in with the person. And that takes a bit of emotional understanding on your part to just realize the growth within yourself, that you really cannot have a pure... I just hope that you truly understand me now, or it's going to sound just really like a lot of bullshit. But you really can't have a physical, real attraction to somebody, or the sheer pure pleasure of another physical being, unless the pure connection is there between like soul to soul, if that makes any sense. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying you haven't had pleasure. You could absolutely have had pleasure, but this is a whole other deal. Okay? Don't give up on those you love. I want to translate that to don't give up on love. I know I know you haven't. I know you don't. You know that they're there, and you just keep going. But every once in a while, I feel like you get a bit disappointed that they're not here yet, that you haven't been able to start this life with that special someone yet. They're coming. Leap of faith, guys. Because then these two jump out together, and it's an ace and it's a 3. An ace is the highest type of energy. It's just there's no higher energy than ace. So ace is describing the highest possible energy around this situation. And it's Raphael again. So we have, I was going to say penguins. Nope. Dolphins. Playful, fun, joyful dolphins playing here. And I just have to say, while I see it, what is that? There's like this, please let me find that word. Is that runes? What is it called? It's like, so when something is so old that we're finding it in, it's set in, you find it in rocks, like in stones. It's so old that we find it in stones. It's engraved in a stone. That's how old it is. It has been buried there. It has been, and there's a word for it, and I'm not going to find it. I think you know what I mean, though. And there's like it's so old that it sounds so bad. It sounds really harsh, guys, but it's like you've come out of the Stone Age and you come out of, and you're not going to see that. It's just what I pick up here. So focus on the dolphins, or rather penguins. You come out of the Stone Age, guys, and into this century. You're starting to live from your heart, and you're starting to live from your soul. And I'm sorry to say this. This is very judgmental, and it is very. I'm picking it up, so don't kill the messenger here. This is more on the guy part. This is, and I know I'm doing like I'm comparing now, just putting you guys in a very, very particular situation. And if you are one of these people, you're going to be slight offended. So you can take that offensiveness to the bank. If you're not offended, you know that you probably have been this person, or your ancestors have been this person. If you matured out of this, it's not going to offend you. You come out from the Stone Age and into this century, guys. And maybe there's like 1 or 2 Scorpios out there now, men, because I lost you 5 minutes in to other stuff. But women Scorpios or other signs maybe cross-watching this, you're going to be so excited to get your man Scorpio to have moved out from the Stone Age into the now century, starting to feel really sensitive, empathic, or empathetic. There's 2 ways of saying that, and I don't know which one suits better. It's soul to soul, it's heart to heart. Instead of that Stone Age lust, physical attraction, not so much deepness going on here. Sorry. So let's focus on the good here. You've been making such a tremendous shift. You've been starting to have real deep emotions, like your emotional body has woken up. You could be really vulnerable. You could start to cry for nothing. And it might even be a bit embarrassing. And depending on your age, it's like, I better not stop crying about this because it's a bit embarrassing. But you tear up, every once in a while because your emotional body has been awoke. You moved into something different here, my friends, and it's going to serve you. It's going to look really beautiful on you. It's going to fit you like a glove, as someone said. There's more playfulness then around you because it was a bit serious before this. I can believe that, being in the Stone Age. If we go back to the general Scorpio, I just feel like there's a way, way, way more playful time for you now. Stepping into this gorgeous relationship and just feeling like you're completely authentically yourself. Okay? On the bottom it says a positive new emotional experience. Exactly. A positive new emotional experience. Fulfilling romantic relationships. There's no more superficial bullcrap. A lot of bullshit and bullcrap in this reading. And penguins, apparently. Fulfilling romantic relationships. Deep and lasting spiritual insights. Sums up pretty much everything I just said. And then we have 3 of Gabriel. And 3 is all about passion, creativity, joy, fun, laughter. With the orange border, which is the sacral energy center, which is all about the creativity and sexual center. That is becoming real authentic and comes alive again within you. And here the ship is coming in. We have a phoenix rising there that is showing that it has been quite the journey to get to this point. But the ship has come in. Whatever it is that you're wanting or waiting for is now coming in. You packed your bags and you're so ready to go. On the bottom it says prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. I'm going to move into the extended and see what else I can find out about this gorgeous relationship. So if you're interested in that, the link is in the description box down below, in the description box, like I just said. If this is where we go our separate ways, then thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you back soon, Scorpio. Take care. Bye.